So what do you think your job is on there?
You sit in the console and you see what's in front of you, and then you have to put it in the map, how you see it. It's hard to explain how you do that. It's like you know the distance and you know the size, and then you have to describe what it is, because there's a lot of stuff out there we haven't seen.
Right.
We have to describe how it is and what it's made of. And the console has in front of it there's a thing that shows you all the elements and the energies and all the different parts of it. It's like sensors that read it, and we have to describe that.
Oh.
It's really a lot of fun. I like this job a lot. It's good for me.
So does everybody do the same job, or do you have different jobs that you do specifically?
We all take turns.
Okay.
Because sometimes it takes a really long time.
All right. Have you ever mapped this planet that you're on right now?
Oh no, we're far away from here.
Okay. Are you in this galaxy?
I don't think so. I'm looking around at the stars. I don't recognize anything.
Okay.
I'm looking at there's one in front of us right now. It's like a nebula. It's white. It has lots of stars in it. Lots of them. And we're trying to... It's not a spiral. It's not a ball. It's both. And it's very dense. And we're mapping this. We're trying to describe it.
Oh. What do you think the purpose of this mapping is? Are you going to go back later and take things or build things? Or?
It's for everybody. So you can all use it. Anybody can use it. It's for everybody. It goes in the... It's like a library. It's a big knowledge base. It's... All this information gets uploaded there.
Oh, so it's more than just your people that use this.
Oh yeah, everybody uses it.
How many everybody's do you think there are?
There's too many to count. There's so many.
Wow.
Everybody's out there. We all work together. We all get along fine.
That's wonderful. So there's no conflict like there is here on Earth?
No conflict.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep talking about your ship a little bit. What makes it go?
It uses an energy. It absorbs the energy around it and focuses it. It pulls it through space that way. It's like you think space is empty, but it's not. It's everything is. How do I describe it? If you think about how you move through water, it's like that. It pulls itself through with the energy in space.
Okay. Do you have any technical knowledge on how that works?
I didn't build it. I just do the mapping.
What if it broke? Who would fix it?
It doesn't break.
Oh.
Can't break.
So it doesn't have very many moving parts?
No moving parts.
Wow.
Nothing. It's all one piece. It's warm to the touch like it's alive. It has its own energy. It's not a consciousness like we have, but it's a kind of consciousness.
Oh, okay. So it's pulling the energy from space, redirecting it, and using that to push you through?
It's pulling itself through, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we're inside, so we go with it.
Wow. That's really neat.
Yeah, it's really cool. It can go anywhere. It could go on a planet or in space, inside the nebula. If we wanted to go in it, we could, but that one's very dense, and I don't think we should do that. Not yet. Not right now.
Okay.
We're still figuring out what it is.
So your ship has got a kind of consciousness that is pulling itself through space to where you want to go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we don't really tell it where to go. When we map an area, when we get done, we've seen everything that we can see and we've recorded it all. It goes to another place, and then we do it again.
Huh. That's
We don't really tell it where to go. It just kind of picks it.
Wow. So your ship is so smart, you can't even tell it what to do because it knows what to do.
It's not really an intelligence. It's just kind of a job it does. It's what it was made for.
So what if you wanted to go back home? You'd have to tell it to go back home, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we do that when we're not working.
Oh, okay.
We go places. We go to other planets and visit.
Right. Do you know where your ship came from?
Oh, there's lots of places we go.
There has to be somewhere you call home.
I like the red and gold planet. That's one of my favorites. That's what it looks like from a distance.
Okay.
When you're on it, it's not really that color, but it's what it looks like.
What's it like when you're on it?
There's rock formations. There's cities. Cities spread out like lines.
Oh, what do they look like?
Horizontal lines, not tall, but they spread out like mushrooms. Like big flat mushrooms across the landscape.
Wow.
There's lots of them. They cover the whole planet. And underneath it there's rivers of... And the rivers are kind of blue-green, the water is, but the sky is gold, so they look gold from above because they reflect the sky. And the rock formations are reddish, like rust. The cities are white. You can see them.
Okay.
There's the nighttime where the cities are. This planet doesn't turn. It doesn't turn, it just stays there. It faces the sun all the time.
Wow, it seems like one side would get hotter than the other then.
No, it's not hot. It's very comfortable.
Okay.
That's why they look like mushrooms. They use the energy from the sun.
Oh, look up at the sun. What color is it?
It's a yellow star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move ahead in that life to an important time and place. And now you're there. What's going on?
I don't know. It's really exciting until everybody's excited for something.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm not sure. We're going down to a planet. It's like a convention or a conference or something we're going to. Everybody's excited we're coming.
Okay.
We're happy to be there. It's really going to be cool.
Yeah.
Our ship has landed and we're getting off. And there's a lot of people moving around. It's very busy.
Oh, describe some of those people. Do they look different than you?
Oh, there's all different kinds of people.
Well, describe the ones that you find interesting.
There's a guy, he's really big. He's got 4 legs. And it looks like a big block.
Wow.
Kind of like a... He's got a... like elephant skin, but it's brown and he's big. Gosh, he probably weighs 2 tons. He's huge. Very blocky body.
What about his
four
face?
legs, and his head's kind of like another part of his, like another leg, but he's not walking on it. He's one of the more unusual ones. Most of them are like us. They just walk around on two legs.
What does his face look like?
He doesn't really have a face. Just like another leg, but he's holding it up. You know, like when you walk your hand around, you hold your middle finger up like it's a head. That's what he looks like.
Oh. And there's nothing on it, like eyes or anything?
He doesn't have eyes. He's got slits on either side of his upper part of his body. I think those might be his eyes. They're real slits, thin slits.
Okay.
They look like they're looking forward, but it's hard to tell. They could be breathing out of that. I don't know.
Oh. And he's here for this convention?
Everybody is. This is a big deal.
Wow. Is there anybody else unusual you'd like to describe?
Some very, very tall, slender people. They look like plants almost, but they're white. They're really tall. They're like 10 feet tall, maybe 8 or 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Super thin. You could almost see through them. They don't have any clothes on or anything. They're just walking around.
Wow.
Most people are like us.
Okay.
There's
Blue.
some that are like energy. They're just floating. They're just bright lights. They don't have bodies like us.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess you're not going to need chairs then, huh? Okay, so let's move forward just a little bit to this conference. And now you're there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We're in the high up part in the back of the room. It's like a big oval. This room is like an auditorium kind of thing. And it doesn't really have chairs. It's got, the floor fits you. Depending on what you are, it makes itself fit you. So we're sitting, but the people next to us aren't sitting. They're just kind of floating there. They don't have bodies. They're just the energy balls. We're all listening, and there's somebody down below us, and they're talking about something that they've discovered. I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just talking with my friends.
Well, you can hear him clearly. What's he telling you?
Talking is not like talking like we talk.
I understand.
Because not everybody communicates the same way.
Right.
You just hear. It's kind of like you hear what they're thinking, but you can hear it clearly like a voice
Right.
in your head. The thing is, the person talking is very tall. He has two very big eye stalks. It looks like an upside down flower. He's waving one of his petals around, like his arm around, but it's a wide, flat, long limb.
Okay.
He's kind of standing at a podium, but it's just the place where you stand when you're talking down there. We're going to be down there when we do our part.
Okay.
We're going to be describing the white nebula and what we saw.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why we're there.
okay. That must be exciting.
It was important because it was so dense with stars. Nobody's been there. Nobody's been in it to explore. We don't know if there's any people there. So we're sharing what we learned.
Okay.
We just observed. We didn't go in it either.
Okay.
It's too dense.
What about the flower petal man? What was he talking
Talking about liquid. Liquid. I don't know why it's important. must be important where he's from.
Well, if you're a flower, you're going to need some liquid, I guess.
They're using it to make energy or something.
Oh.
It's not water.
Okay.
It's a pink liquid.
Okay.
He's pointing to it. You can see when he points and gestures, you can see when he's moving. And again, it's like a hologram, but it's not. It's very real looking. You could touch it if you wanted to. But it's not real. It's just a construct.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell us about that scene?
Yes, I get really excited to be here. There's going to be all kinds of new stuff to learn.
Okay. How long do you think the conference lasts?
Time doesn't really matter. It's not about time.
Okay.
We don't measure time like that.
Right.
We just exist. And when we need to do something like we do. And just do what our bodies tell us. So we don't have to worry about time.
Okay. Anything else about that scene you want to describe?
I'm looking at a guy that looks like a shark. Like a big rusty metal shark with white triangles on him.
Wow, you want to describe him a little bit?
He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor. He's over there yucking it up. He's not paying attention to the flower guy. He's kind of distracting, but it's funny. I guess that's why he caught my attention. He's got a bubble on his head.
Does he need that to be able to breathe?
I think so. He's got that on his head.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. It looks like he stuck his head in a fishbowl.
And he looks like a shark?
Yeah, like a big rusty shark. Like he's rust-colored, made out of metal with white triangles all over him. He's got holes in his fins. They're triangle-colored, triangle-shaped holes.
Wow. His fins are like hands?
Yeah, he's using them like he's waving around.
How does he pick things up?
I don't know.
How does he walk?
He walks on his fins. Walks on his tail.
Oh my goodness. That must be funny.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's over there yucking it.
What do you think he eats?
I don't know. Not what we eat, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Can you see his teeth?
Yeah, they're really sharp.
I bet. Wow. Okay. Anything else you want to describe?
I'm trying to think of the planet we're on.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe it. It's all I've ever seen of it is where the convention is. In conference, it's like a big concrete area where everybody parks their ships. Or however they get there. Not everybody comes in on ships. Sometimes they just show up.
Okay.
So people have stuff they can do. Some things are invisible.
Oh.
We came in on our ship. And there's lots of other ships, all different shapes and sizes. If I'm standing outside, I can see all this. And I look at the conference, and it looks like a big sphere, like a big white egg in the middle of everything. That's where we all go, where the auditorium is. You can't really see past that. I don't know what else is on this planet.
Does it have a name?
I don't know what it is.
I know you chose the second lifetime. Why did you pick that lifetime?
It's everything she is. It's all about exploring and life and happiness and peace and sharing and unity among everyone.
Okay.
It's everything she wants.
Right. And she's trying to achieve that again here.
Always.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else she needs to know about that lifetime?
It can be achieved. It's possible. That was real.